Well, the number one thing that people fail to do on LinkedIn is very, very simple. Complete your profile. Every word that you put in your profile is actually searchable. So the more information that you put about yourself, taking that time to write everything about your accomplishments, about what you do, your job descriptions, that's going to make you as an individual or a company more searchable. So take the time to do that. Take a look at who you would like to have a recommendation from, because that will build your credibility. When people are looking at your profile and see that you've been recommended by someone who is an expert, let's say in that industry, that's pretty powerful. But how do you get them to recommend you? The best way to do that is if you're able to recommend them. Obviously, if you've never used their services and you're not sure if you can recommend them, don't do that. But for those people that you can truthfully recommend, give them a recommendation. Because the great thing that LinkedIn will do is say, Christy recommended you, why don't you thank them by recommending them back? You might have to remind them a couple of times because, of course, we're all busy. But it's a great opportunity for you to build those recommendations, because it is very impressive when someone goes to your profile to see if you've got 50, 60 recommendations on something. Boy, they must really know what they're doing for that many people to have taken the time to write that recommendation. Another place to spend your time on LinkedIn is to take a look at the groups where you think your target market might have an active interest in. Join those groups and don't immediately start bombarding people with information. Similar to Twitter, you want to listen and really hear about what's being discussed within these groups. And then when it makes sense, comment on what is being discussed. Not by selling your product or service, but offering valuable information that may relate to your product or service. And that will be something that people appreciate. If you get onto these groups and all you're talking about is selling your product or service, you'll be bounced out right away and people won't want to listen to what it is that you're offering. But if you were giving credible, valuable advice, valuable information, valuable posts that will actually help them with their business, then you will be seen as credible. And that's the number one thing that you want to be seen as. And then the sales and the questions about what you offer will come from that. And they'll see all the great recommendations that you have because you've spent the time building that list of recommendations.